And we're live. I'm going to read to you from Thoughts or Things, Chapter 1 in Napoleon Hill's great classic, Think and Grow Rich from 1937. Thoughts or Things, Chapter 1. The man who thought his way into partnership with Thomas A. Edison. I'm going to read to you my highlighted notes and my underlined scores of with pen and pencil. So tune in and stay tuned. Truly, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that, when they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects. Edwin C. Barnes wanted to be a partner of Edison. He didn't just want to work in the organization, he wanted to work as Edison's partner in the laboratory, creating many inventions. But his was no ordinary desire. He was determined to get what he had come after. Edison said about Barnes, he said, because I saw he made up his mind to stay by it until he succeeded. Subsequent events proved that no mistake was made. Months went by. Apparently nothing happened to bring near the coveted goal that Barnes had set up in his mind as his definite major purpose, but something important was happening to Barnes in his mind. He was constantly intensifying his desire to become the business association of Edison. He was determined to get what he had come after. When one truly is ready for a thing, it puts it in its appearance. Edwin C. Barnes said, I came here to go into business with Edison, and I'll accomplish this end if it takes the remainder of my life. He meant it. Maybe young Barnes did not know at the time, but his bulldog determination, his persistence in standing back of a single desire, was destined to mow down all opposition and bring him the opportunity he was seeking. Sly disguises of opportunity. When the opportunity came, it appeared in a different form and from a different direction than Barnes had expected. Mr. Edison had just perfected the new office device known at that time as the Edison dictating machine. His salesmen were not enthusiastic over the machine. They did not believe in it could be sold. Barnes saw his opportunity. Barnes knew he could sell the Edison dictating machine. He did sell the machine. Out of that business association, Barnes made himself rich in money, but he did something infinitely greater. He proved that one really may think and grow rich. That intangible impulsive thought can be transmuted into material rewards by the application of known principles. Barnes literally thought himself into a partnership with the great Edison. He thought himself into a fortune. Again, thoughts are things. Powerful they are. 3 feet from gold. One of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. Every person is guilty of the mistake at one time or another. More gold has been mined from the thoughts of men than has ever been taken from the earth. I will never stop because men say no. I stopped 3 feet from goal, but I'll never stop because men say no when I ask them to buy insurance. Before success comes in any man's life, he is sure to meet with much temporary defeat and perhaps some failure. When defeat overtakes a man, the easiest and most logical thing to do is quit. That is exactly what the majority of men do. More than 500 of the most successful men this country had ever known told the officer their greatest success came just one step beyond the point which defeat had overtaken them. Failure is a trickster with a keen sense of irony and cunning. It takes great delight in tripping when one's success is almost within reach. A 50-cent lesson in persistence. What can you make of it? The answer to the question will be found in the principles described in this book. The answer is full and complete. It contains the details and instructions sufficient to enable anyone to understand. The impossible Ford V8 motor. Ford said, produce it anyway, but they replied, it's impossible. Go ahead, Ford commanded, and stay on the job until you succeed, no matter how much time is required. The engineers went ahead. 6 months had passed, and still nothing had happened. The engineers had tried every conceivable plan. At the end of the year, Ford checked with his engineers, and again they informed him that they had found no way to carry out his orders. Go right ahead, said Ford. I want it and I'll have it. They went ahead, and by a stroke of magic, the secret was discovered. The Ford determination had won once more. Henry Ford was a success because he understood and applied the principles of success. One of these is desire, knowing what one wants. Remember, when following this book, keep an open mind and follow the 13 principles to Thinking philosophy, and you will achieve your goals. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, Think and Grow Rich, 1937, Napoleon Hill. Read this over and over again until you get the riches you deserve and desire. Thanks for tuning in. God bless you, and namaste. See you next time.